Well, what else we got on this thing? We do have news of Rossy Ogawa's promotion, Marigold launching. And James, do you have the roster that is,
I mean, I have the roster of who's officially on, who's at the launch. Like, I don't have for example, like the Actress girls. Those six. I don't know their names. I don't watch Actress girls,
I
so
think I
I can't help
have,
you with that one.
I think I have it saved to a bookmark here. It's like a list of 13 wrestlers.
Yeah, seven Marigold, and then the other six are like the recent defectees from Actress. Um, so do you want to start, or you want me to start?
You can start. I'm gonna look for some of the information.
Okay, so Dream Star Fighting Marigold had their press conference yesterday morning. Rossy Ogawa announcing his new promotion that he's starting since he got fired from Stardom at the end of either the end of January or beginning of February. I can't remember. Um, the roster starts out with seven full time wrestlers. The seven are Julia Utami Hayashishita. I, I'm doing this for the clip because people are going to look around for Rosemary Marigold. Obviously, we know who the fuck these people are. Nanai Takahashi, Mirai, Mai Sakurai, now Ishikawa, who did Stardom's what do you call him? The not New Blood, but actually it was New Blood. As the fake Tam, and who's originally from Ice Ribbon, and Yuzuki, the rookie from this year in Stardom, that's now going by the name Victoria Yuzuki. Those are the seven. That's the launch roster. So they do the press conference, and then out comes Sari, and they announced that the main event for their first Corker Hall show on the 20th of May is Julia with X as a partner, unannounced, versus Sari with a tag partner, X as well.
Io
And
and
then,
Kyrie.
that'd be funny. And then, the other one's Oscar. And then, it wouldn't be Oscar, never mind. It'd be, if EO. But then, next thing you know, Fuka, the original trainer from Stardom, shows up. Who after she left in 2017 or 18, moved on to work with Actress Girls. She shows up with six former Actress Girls wrestlers or actresses because they closed down their wrestling division a year or two ago, and they put on play fights supposed to real fake fighting, whatever. They have left Actors Girls because they wanted to do real wrestling. They wanted to open up the wrestling division again, and they didn't want to, and that's what it was. And they decided to all defect to now join Stardom. So if you look in, this corner. Oh, I'll move over. This corner, you see Rossy, Fuka, and Nanai, the original big three of Stardom when they started in 2011. Now back together again, all three of them, Nanai, Rossy, and Fuka, all happy again. Now, I do not know any of the six wrestlers from Actors Girls. My Actors Girls knowledge basically is like the wrestlers that all basically defected and moved on to other parts of the Joshi scene after they left Actors Girls. So that's like Ano, Tam, Nasupoi, Himeka, Miyuki Takase, those people. So I can't tell you any of them or how good they are. Also, I forgot Ami Sarai is also former Actress as well. So is Mai Sakurai. So I can't tell you anything about that. I think Waka's former Actress as well too. I think so. Yeah. But Fuka trained them, and Fuka's one of the best trainers I've ever heard of. Given her track record of what she did with Stardom, from Mayu to Takumi to Azuki to Azumi to Momo to Jungle. You get the picture. Like, she trained pretty much everybody that came out of Stardom up until she left. So like, I think Saya Ida and Utami in 2018 is like the change. Everybody before that came through Stardom, she trained. She's a pretty good fucking trainer based off that track record then. So we'll see what these other six look like, but starting with 13 is really fucking strong. most of Joshi, I think, as a full-time roster, that's probably the number three or the three biggest, or the number three as far as a roster of people contracted now, or full-time to a roster right now. So I'm going to see what they do. Like they have, I believe on the Sumo Hall show for Noah on the 4th of May, they're doing a like an all-star Joshi freelancers versus Marigold 8v8. I'm sorry, 4v4, and it's Utami and Mirai and Julia and Mai Sakurai versus like Miyuki Takase, Takumi Aroha, Nozaki, and I forgot her name, what her gimmick is, but like is Riko Kawahata, and she's basically playing as the Great Muta's daughter. She spits mist, but Riko's really fucking good. So like that's where that's the starting off point with this, and also mention the part where like when we talked about him leaving to start his own promotion, I had mentioned like maybe he goes to Russell Universe and everything, and sure enough, he's at Russell Universe. So like I'm interested to see what he does, and like this roster after hearing that so few people actually left Stardom, this looks a lot better, given the people that are the 13 that he has, plus who he has access to seemingly. This looks like this could be good, and also he's bringing in 3 foreigners.
Yeah, deep scouting on that. Saw a picture of a woman named, I believe, Bozilla.
Yeah, Bozilla. Who trained her, right?
Was it Jazzy Gabbard or
Jazzy Gabbard trainer? Yeah.
Okay, so
makes sense. That's another old school Rossy connection.
This woman is 5'11", 231 pounds, I believe.
Yep.
I saw a photo, and I was just like, "This is Velk Alliance Group, right here." So, shout out to the Velk Alliance Group. But yeah, man, I saw Rossy come out in this player's ball suit, word to the JML, and holding up the picture, and then they bring Julia out and all this, and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I like the color scheme and all that other stuff, and they got seemingly like they're gonna set it up, some X's essentially in this first main event. I would assume those are high dollar imports or someone contracted elsewhere.
I have no guesses. Like this would be people that like just might be finishing up somewhere else, might be surprised that are like people are going to be like eventually to sign in the future, and this is like their debut. But because like that's kind of what it was with Shuri. Like Shuri showed up as an X for Julia, and then next thing you know, like how many months later, 9 months later, she signs with Stardom. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really, I'm back to being positive about this. Is thinking like this might be something that just kind of rinky dink and it'll survive because Rossy knows how to grind this out and make this work. But like now, like seeing that they're on Russell Universe, they're gonna have live English commentary. Like they're already, given that they don't have live streaming and they have English commentary, they're already ahead of Stardom. Not as far as resources or as far as star power or whatever else, but as far as like Rossy looked around and saw some limitations from Stardom World and was like, I want to get the fuck out of it. I want this to be better than it was. I'm tired of people telling Sonny that this shit is lacking and behind. And he went somewhere that, was doing it better.
Look, and now they've got like 2 groups of Joshi on that Russell Universe thing. Obviously there's like there was no WWE money funding this and stuff like that. I kind of subscribe to the theory. I think it was Aaron that had brought it up. It was like it would be funnier if they're funnier the way Rossy was acting and said maybe this can be like a WWE ranch or something. It's like the fact that WWE has no money involved and it makes it look like, God damn, you twerking for the Fed. Please help. Please send us somebody. God damn it. We'll send you people too. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. There's also the thing everyone was up in arms about, the recruiting pitch, the 13 to 30 unmarried 30, woman,
not married, no kids.
No
and
married,
also
no kids.
Healthy. Yeah,
and healthy. is different over there. That did not go over well on parts of the English speaking audience, and
Hey, I have no disagreements with them. I
yeah,
think it's creepy as fuck too. I just happen to know that there is a there is an idol culture there. There is a cottage industry of entertainment there that subscribes to that for men and for women too. Right? Like, I don't think that like Yoda and none of the young lines, I don't think any of them like don't fit those same categories of 13 through 30 and not married either. I don't think so.
get ready for the photo books. Brewhaven is saying the underage photo books. Um, so I was watching this. I was really like, damn, if I want to watch Utami, I really got to watch this company here. So I'm gonna give it a spin. Whenever the debut show is, and hopefully they find like their whatever they're trying to accomplish with it, like who are the people they're trying to build up, and the champions and stuff like that. I'm gonna be checking it out.
Yeah. So I if Tokyo Joshi Pro didn't have such a goofy sensibilities for the undercard, I'd watch them because of how easy it is to watch them. They just have so much shit there's too much shit that's going on, and there's more fitted towards what I watch around the scene that like I don't really get into that. Except for like their big shows. I just don't watch them.
I wonder will Marigold also have access to the Noah cameras as well?
We'll see. I don't think they'll have the 8K camera that people rave about with WWE and Noah, but I mean, we'll see. I'm interested to see who are some people are going to pull up, because like there will be people that pull up, and I'm interested to see like Rossy has his own money. He's not being funded by like he's paying for this. Like he's like Rossy Universe is more or less doing like the distribution for this or whatever else, but like he's funding this on his own for the most part. Like, so he has a pocket to pay people money, and like what happens if like some of these graduated Tokyo Joshi Pro wrestlers that like were supposed to go to AEW ain't really wrestling AEW, ain't really wrestling Tokyo Joshi Pro either, show up to Marigold? That would be interesting. So there's a lot to think about as far as who's going to pull up, and then also like people re-sign with Stardom. Obviously, it had to be a part of just the security. If this thing lasts and the people see this shit's for real, there are going to be people that are going to leave.
So many jumps,
Stardom
for sure.
Yeah, right. Like I don't think for a second that like Mayu, Shuri, Starlight Kid, or Azumi are absolutely sold that they're going to be around 2 years from now in Stardom. I think they can move. I think they're just in a situation where their contract dictated they could not leave at this point. And, they're professionals. But if this thing seems to have, a real touring schedule like it seems to have, first month is, I think, nine shows. They're going to be wrestling in venues that they've all wrestled in before, that they've all done. They're back to Shinkiba. They've done Shinkiba for most of their lives. And they're going to have Kurikan. They're going to have, I saw that they have a KBS hall in Kyoto. They have Osaka, but it's like the old, I think it's the one venue that they haven't done since like 2018. They're not doing what do you call it, Idian 2. We'll see. But like they're in venues where like just given, Utami standing, given Mirai standing, given Julia standing for how long they have Julia, they should be able to do well in those buildings. Like, I don't see why this won't be like the immediate number 3. I don't see why it wouldn't. And if they can you be steady, we'll see. I ain't gonna say the thing is gonna upset people, but like I just think that like Rossy's version of pro wrestling, like it's easier to people to gravitate to people as opposed to this goofy shit. So we'll see where it ends up in a year or two. But I'm back to being like excited that there's like seems to be 2 serious ass Joshi wrestling promotions in Japan that like I can watch and like have translations for. So I'm happy on that end.
Slab Side saying, how long is Julia going to be there? There are rumors that she's going to be showing up in NXT in July.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe there's some type of handshake agreement on this.
If you're working with the Fed, she might be able to back and forth.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. So I guess.
But I will say this: look, Stardom, AEW, Marigold, WWE. Either way, I win. I get to see good women's wrestlers bring their ass to America and outclass the Americans. I win.
Azumi was on Collision this week.
Yep.
And Tony Storm's best performance in ages.
Rich, did you watch her their match with Stephanie McCool?
No.
So that match was better than the Tony Storm match.
Gotcha.
So, and then the match where she had the three-way match in Ring of Honor, that match was about that same level as those other two, right? So it's like, so Azumi came in and like in 3 shows, I didn't see what she did at the Spark Joshi. I didn't see that yet. But in the 3 shows in her tour where she was over here from basically the 4th of April until the 13th of April, where does she rank now in Women's AmRest Wrestler of the Year? Is she like based on match quality? Would she be in the top 10? I'm pretty sure she's in the top 10 already.
Gotta be.
Top 5, I'm not sure. That might be too much, but she's damn sure in the top 10. You know what? We need to ask JD from Red Leaf Retrocast. He keeps up the stats on this.
That's
I guarantee
funny.
he scroll he assorts this thing by AmRest matches. He'd be like, holy shit, she's like 6 of a 3 matches.
That's funny. I actually need to I need to do some research and see how Azumi was received within the company. I imagine it was well.
Look, man, she showed up. Now, for the record, you saw the match, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that anything out of the ordinary? Was that a special match for Azumi? Or was that the shit that she does at house shows?
Oh, that was just like a rollout, and it felt like that was like a brisk, like, yeah, I scored a light 20 or whatever. Like I didn't drop 40 or anything, but I just got my average essentially.
This is the shit that is aside of the Natsuki Taiyo C4 suplex she did. This is the match she's been this is the level of match she can have on average since she was 16 years old.
Hey, also spoke a little English too. Like did a promo. And found a friend in Anna Jay.
Tony Storm #1 stupid.
Yep, found a friend in Anna Jay. Anna Jay is playing amongst the Stardom women quite frequently here. So, might see Anna Jay in Queen's Quest. Might see her with Mina. I don't know where it's going, but something going on.
Rich.
Yeah.
Thank God for Marigold. Thank God for Marigold. If she gonna bring her ass to the World Wonder Ring, then thank God we got the Dream Star fight. Anyway, yeah, man. She does what she does, and there's some word that she's gonna come back for Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case. I think that
I hope she wrestles Mercedes.
Kentucky. What part of Kentucky was it?
It was damn near Cincinnati.
Okay. So it's Eastern Kentucky, and she shows up. She has no video package. She has no promo. She just walks out and just wrestles from underneath, and then does her thing. And for me, like for her to get over, for people who don't even know who the fuck she is, to like they're cheering for her 90 seconds of the match, and then by the end, with the most over woman in the division, and they're chanting back and forth her name. And Tony Storm's in the last half of the match is like, I told y'all for years, for months, if you pick anybody from Stardom, the person to pick is her. She has such a way of wrestling that's so easy to get over for her. She didn't pull out her whole bag. She didn't do a Canadian Destroyer. She didn't do the Amethyst Rain tornado leg drop. She didn't do like her Hurricane Rana packages and shit she has.
So the high speed finishing sequence.
Right, she didn't do none of that. She went out there, worked underneath, and got thrown around by a woman that was bigger than her, and then threw a suplex, and then a couple of spots, and then bumped hard for her. She did standard wrestling.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I'm super happy. I mean, that's the reason why I'm wearing my Queen's Quest shirt right now. Like, it's just, I just like, yeah, man. I've watched this woman since she was 16 years old. At the time, I thought like by the time she's 24, she'd be the best women's wrestler in the world. Like she's the best women's wrestler, or she's the best wrestler I've ever seen. It's ages 16 through 19. She turns 22 this year. Like she's the one they picked. It seems like to be doing this or whatever else. She has a real shot, man. She has a real shot. If they get her over here, like, you know, I don't necessarily say like it's a catch type of thing, but like, there's no reason why she couldn't. There's no reason why she couldn't.
Yeah, I think she's obviously very special. Like I championed Izumi for years on this show, and it's you know, she walks in. It was reminiscent of like Rey Mysterio Jr. in 1996, where like, you know, not to the age where they were just like going crazy, but like if they unleash her, it'll be like that. Like it'll be like, hold on, who the fuck is this? Like, and you know,
that's, I mean,
the only thing you get, like the only
after
thing
that match, I had to restrain myself really hard from adding Tony Khan and being like, this could be a Rey Mysterio Jr. Don't fuck this up. But you know, I decided not to. I decided to save it for the podcast.
I was like, the only thing that could have made this better is if they actually sent Izumi out on pay-per-view and didn't tell her it was pay-per-view and just say, you know, you got 20 minutes, you know, go crazy. She would have figured it out.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about, like, she was 9 minutes here. It's like, we've seen her have way better matches than that in like 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
Yeah, man.
So
like they gotta import, you know, the SLK Izumi match. They got to, like,
bro, you do not want to unleash that on America.
I need to send some messages and see if you know, you can get this cracking on a Saturday night or Friday night.
Wherever they put that. Nah, here's the thing. Yeah, Saturday got to
actually
whatever.
Fuck it. Put it open. Let it open Dynamite.
Put it on Wednesday.
Let it open Dynamite and be like, what the fuck is this? And then just in the. I don't want no build up. I don't want nothing. All I want is the match graphic at like on Tuesday. That's all I want, right? And we don't know it's opening the show. Nothing. Pop it out there. And let them do a draw. Let them do a draw.